Was holding down a job while land was being purchased for $1 an acre. And he hasn't hung up his boots just yet. Mike D'Andrea introduces us to this living legend and shares his story.
Rex Cook was born in Sentinel Butte in 1928 on a horse ranch. He fell in love with horses at a young age.
And my family always had a lot of horses. They raised horses. That was they were horse ranchers mainly. And so I've been around horses as long as I can remember.
Many folks from North Dakota and Montana know Rex as a rodeo cowboy, but it wasn't always that way. His life took many different paths, including going to Dickinson State University to become a school teacher in the Hettinger area. He also spent some time in the military.
And I'd been in the Marine Corps officer training while I was in college. And when I graduated, I took a discharge from that. And then the Korean War broke out, and I joined the National Guard in Hettinger, and the Guard was called up, and so then I went. In the Korean War, I was gone for about 2 years.
Wearing many different hats is no easy task for anyone, but Rex was always up to the task, especially when it came to wearing the cowboy hat. Rex's first rodeo was in 1941 when he went with some other ranchers to Medora, about 25 miles from where he was living at the time. Back when Rex started on the circuit, buckles weren't awarded.
A lot of the ranchers, they didn't think too much of guys that rodeoed because it was kind of like being a carnival worker.
That changed when he received his first buckle in 1958 following an amazing team roping performance. After giving away more buckles than some cowboys have won, Rex began coaching future cowboys and cowgirls, starting with his own son and daughter, with quite a bit of success.
My son had qualified for the National Finals Rodeo and in the rope calf roping.
To this day, he still coaches those itching to get onto the circuit. And his basic rule when riding a cutting horse?
The basic secret in the cutting is to have a good horse, because it's all pretty much the horse.
As if riding and coaching doesn't keep him busy enough, he also has a hobby of working with leather, making everything from belts to wallets to saddlebags. Rex still tacks up his horse from time to time and loves a good ride. Reporting in Dickinson for KX News, I'm Mike D'Andrea.
Rex was inducted into the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame back in 2010. And Mike D'Andrea tells us when he was wrapping up his interview with Rex, he asked him if he thinks he'll ever hang up his cowboy boots. He said, quote, "Not if I don't have to." I love it. When we return, celebrating those who